Hello, everyone. Welcome to another video. Today, we're just going to jump right into it. We're talking about what are your goals as an artist. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is just what do you want to achieve as an artist? Like, whether it's you want to get better at anatomy, you get better at shading, get better at doing backgrounds, get better at doing digital art over traditional art, stuff like that. What are your goals as an artist? And why I ask that question is a lot of times artists feel very stuck. Um, and by stuck, I mean they don't really know what they want to do as time progresses. They just kind of draw what comes to mind, but they don't really have any specific goals. And why I think goals are very important is because if you're just kind of drawing and drawing and drawing, you're going to improve, but you're not really going to have a clear idea of what you want to like do for the future in art. Um, because a lot of times this little art passion, this little art hobby turns into a career. So I think having goals is very helpful in the long run for you to actually enjoy what career you do because it has something to do with art. Um, and a lot of people don't make goals. Like I didn't have any goals my first many years of drawing. Um, and I only recently really set out on a goal to be an artist as an artist. Sorry. Um, and it actually helps a lot. It helps a lot to maintain what exactly I want to learn. And of course, those goals can definitely change. I'm not saying find one goal and stick to it. You're gonna find what works for you over the course. But I think having a goal to set on is gonna make you feel so much more motivated as well. I think having a goal can reduce the amount of art demotivation you have, the amount of art block you have, to a degree. Um, but I feel like it can really help because you are focused and you are motivated to achieve those art goals. So, for me personally, I didn't have art goals and I was just kind of drawing for fun as a kid. And then as I got, as I got into high school year, freshman year, I started to have some goals as an artist. Whether it's get really good at anatomy. That was my first goal: was learn anatomy to a T. And then I realized, fuck this. I know enough about anatomy, but I don't need to learn. I know quote unquote enough when I need to. Obviously, my art style doesn't really have perfect anatomy. It's pretty shit. But I honestly don't really care because I just draw for fun on my digital tablet because my goal as an artist is to become a tattoo artist. So, um, basically, what I do is I draw for fun on my digital drawing tablet, and that's what you guys see in the background of the videos. That's what I draw for fun on, just to let out some steam. And then when my goal is to become a tattoo artist, I will practice on the tattoo machine and actually give that my all. Um, I think a lot of artists, when they have goals, they force themselves to um, not really have fun with art, and they just kind of focus too much. You know what I mean? Don't focus too much on your goals to a point where it becomes exhausting. Like focus on your goals, but like make it to a point where you're still gonna be able to free draw a bit. Do some daily sketches for fun. You know what I'm saying? Um, because if you focus too much um, on your goals and ditch your actual creative intellect, you will increase your odds of art demotivation and art block instead of decreasing them. So I think having a balance between that and just using your art goals as motivation instead of a pure like pain in the ass, then that'll help. But yeah, and like I said, it's okay if your art goals change. They can change 2-3 trillion million times. Um, but as long as you have a goal, you can work towards it. And your goals can be big, your goals can be small. Your goal could be I want to work at $1 million company and do this. Your smaller goal could be I want to learn how to draw an eye. And I think for those bigger goals, you should really break them down and how you're going to really get to that big step. Because if your end goal is, say, you want to work at uh, a very popular game studio as a game artist, um, say how you're going to get there. What do you have to learn? All right. If you have to learn how to use colors to set a mood, make that one of your goals. If you have to learn how to draw weapons for a game, learn how to draw weapons in each each detail of how to draw a weapon, stuff like that, to really be able to get to that end goal quickly without overdoing it. Um, Me personally, my goals as an artist, like I said, are become a tattoo artist, and I broke that down into um, sorry, I broke that down into practicing every day on the machine and learning each little part of the tattoo machine first, like All right, sanitization. What kind of ink should you use for this? How should you shade this? What are the tools for the machine? You know what I mean? You can break it down and make it a lot easier and learn each part first so that it all comes back to you. Because if you just have this one big goal, it's kind of like feels kind of out of reach. So make sure you build like building blocks and steps to get to that art goal. And not every goal has to lead to like a career. I said that, but it doesn't have to. That's just personally a good way to motivate yourself. Is like, okay, I'm gonna make this my job, and I'm gonna make a living off this, so I'm gonna be motivated. You know, I feel like having that career mindset makes you a bit more motivated, but you know, it doesn't have to be a career. A lot of people just draw for fun and they just want to get better at it, and that's totally fine. That's what I was doing a good bit. I just kind of had goals when I first started learning anatomy. I just kind of did it for fun. But yeah, it doesn't always have to be career based. But yeah, I think a good way to do this is to just write down your goals and have some building blocks towards them and work on them. I would say to make your motivation stay longer. A lot of artists do to burn themselves out is they just draw, and that's all right. But I think a good way to do it is to have the mindset of if you're too tired, drawing at least one little thing a day counts. All right. I used to have my goals for everything I wanted to achieve that day, and drawing was one of my goals. And sometimes I wouldn't like count my drawing if I just kind of like drew one piece a day, and that's just not it. You can draw a doodle and count it. You know, you can draw anything as long as you're putting your mind to use and you're drawing something and creating something with your hands, and you can count that, and you can be done for the day. You don't always have to go all out, because then the long-term effects of just going all out is instead of just having like one bad day, you're gonna have like a week because you're gonna get yourself in an art block. You know what I mean? If you're demotivated today, just draw something slight, draw something small, and you'll be good to go the next day, hopefully. And if you're not, draw something small again. That can really help with avoiding art block and art demotivation, stuff like that. But yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say. I want to know what your guys' goals are in art, though. Please comment what your goals are. I'd like to hear them. Or join the server and tell me about them there. You can at me in there. I'll respond. I will respond. All right. My DMs are open, considering the fact that I'm still a very small channel. So I believe I still have that right to have my DMs open right now. Once we hit 10 trillion subscribers, I'll close my DMs forever, guys. So make sure you get one of the lucky few people who get my... No, I'm just playing. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to achieve your art goals, guys. I believe in all of you guys, all right? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I don't wanna see tonight.